Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Today we're going to go ahead and get into your Mercury Retrograde energy reading. And I have been sitting with your energy, and there is a message that I already have for you. Knight of Swords showing up right here. This is the first card that I drew. And what I heard with that particular card is do not be stubborn. Try to see things from different perspectives. This is not the right time to be extremely defensive. This is a time for you to really evaluate every single decision, every single move that you are thinking about taking. This is about really seeing more than just the tunnel vision. How is it that things can affect you? What can go wrong? And how can you prepare for that? So this is about not necessarily being too focused on speeding up and being in this energy of evaluating every single step that you're taking with care and caution instead of moving out of impulse. There's an energy of being careful with impulsivity. Knight of Swords is a messenger, right? It's a knight, but it's also Gemini energy, which is Mercury energy, right? We have the element of air already showing up. So this is all about how we communicate and the way that our thought process needs to be evaluated. Are we only seeing it from one perspective, and are we missing part of the puzzle? Look at this, the second card that we have here, Ace of Swords, okay? Pisces, this is all about mental clarity. The Ace of Swords shows that when you start to realize what really matters, when you get clarity that you haven't had in a long time, there is no turning back. The only way that you can do or that you can move is forward, right? And during this Mercury retrograde, if you don't allow the impulses of jumping the bullet, being defensive, get in the way, you will gain a lot of clarity about certain situations that have been around you. This could be around people, or it could be just simply within yourself, right? Here we have Four of Wands, okay? Four of Wands just showing that there is going to be a lot to celebrate, that there's a milestone that's going to be accomplished. Four of Wands talks about sharing, you know what I mean? Sharing a celebration or a victory with your loved ones and just having a moment of happiness, right? But the main thing is to be able to really appreciate the situation for what it is. See every single angle of the situation, not just your own, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into a 5-card spread for you. And this is for Mercury retrograde for any Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I want you to please use your discernment and take only what does resonate, okay? So for the situation, here is the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is a symbol of wish fulfillment. This can even talk about breaking out of a comfort zone, receiving something that you have been really working hard towards and that your heart and your mind are in alignment with. And this is a beautiful energy because it just shows that there is miracles around you, right? I feel like the biggest thing with the Nine of Cups is to be able to be in the state of, I am so proud of what I have accomplished, without looking at the situation as you are lacking something. And then what's showing up here as what could potentially block you here is the busyness that we have with the mind. The Four of Swords is about resting, regeneration, pouring back into your cup, Pisces. And this is going to be quite difficult for you during this retrograde. And it's really important that, again, you start to have the discernment and you realize when it is that, you know, certain things are feeling a bit more intense due to not being able to ground yourself, not doing the proper practices to really solid yourself. You have to really look at it. Is it you that you're not grounding yourself because you're so busy and you're going through the motions, or is the situation as bad as it seems? So very important for you. Past energy is a Knight of Cups. So as you see, there is quite a bit of cups showing up in your reading. And the Knight of Cups shows that you have worn your heart on your sleeve, Pisces. You have been very clear about your desires. And what you have in the near future is the energy of expansion, planning, researching, doing the proper steps to be able to move forward. And what I love about that is that this is the creative process, okay? So after or during this Mercury retrograde, you might find yourself very much inclined to have the motivation to look into the things that you truly desire, to get really creative. Maybe you will take different approaches that you maybe haven't taken or considered in the past. Allow your creativity to really shine, right? This desire, this passion that You might feel this energy that might just feel like, oh, I'm just hyper out of nowhere. Utilize it to really do the proper research, to really put yourself in the mentality that you can attract and you can receive what it is that you want. Okay. And then you have the outcome look, which is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands speaks of new beginnings, right? This is the flame. This is the spark. This Mercury retrograde might give you the clarity that you need in order to really follow what really makes you feel passionate about life, right? In the fire that the Ace of Wands shows, it is a temporary fire. So that's why the Two of Wands is so important, because it is up to you. It is up to you to be able to take the proper steps to keep this flame burning, essentially. So very beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's go ahead and keep it going, Pisces. What else do we have for Pisces? Final messages. Final messages. Four of Pentacles. Again, there is a little bit of a stubborn energy. And what this tells me is don't protect so much what you currently have that you block yourself from new opportunities. Obviously, protect yourself. Do the proper steps to move forward with responsible intentions, right? But also have a little bit of flexibility. Be open to the possibilities and allow yourself to see things from a broader perspective. And final message here is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So it just shows that this Mercury retrograde can really put or bring forward a lot of opportunities for you to really solidify something that's really beautiful, abundant, and solid and permanent in your life. It is all a matter about being in the state of gratitude and seeing things that you can obtain as something that is just simply an aspiration. It's just a goal, not that you're lacking what you have, right? Because right now it shows you in a very proud moment, and I want you to really enjoy that proud moment. And that doesn't mean that, you know, you wanting to move forward makes it look or makes it feel like you are not necessarily grateful or proud of what you have accomplished. You have the right to want more for yourself, right? So this is a very beautiful reading. You're going to gain a beautiful clarity that's going to make you very, very motivated and driven to actually pursue what you want. So with that being said, my beautiful Pisces, please let me know if this reading resonated with you. And if it did, drop me a comment down below with your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Bye.